G'day guys, how you going? It's a Fat Aussie from Down Under Laz here, and episode 8 of Just Like Rossi. And today we're racing in England at Donington Raceway Parkway, whatever you want to call it. And a little bit about the track. Excuse me, I'm feeling a little bit crook today. A little bit about the track, just a quick bit. It was opened in 1931, okay. It's roughly about let's just go 4.1 kilometres. Just thereabouts, not exact measurements, about 4.1 kilometres, which is about 2.5 miles, roughly, I think. The track has 12 turns, and as you can see there on the map, if you're watching the video right now at the top, there's quite a few little tight turns towards the end of the track, which well, you got a little bit of a S-bend, I don't know what you call it, but it's a bit of a pain, and you see it doesn't pay to cut the track, as you'll see later on the race. I think I was going pretty good. I think I was in 3rd position, and I tried to cut the track and ended up costing me quite a few positions, which kind of sucked. But you get that, and that's what you get. You know, if you're going to cheat, then well, bad luck. Anyways, guys, today I'm going to talk to you about one of my, well, apart from obviously Valentino Rossi, one of my all-time favourite motorbike riders would be Mick doohan. Now, he's no longer racing anymore. But yeah, so he's actually 47 years old. He did start off in the superbikes. He won a few races in there as well, which is pretty cool. So he started off in the superbikes and come across into obviously the 500s. Now, out of all, he's won 5 consecutive championships. Okay, consecutive being in a row continuously. Now, there's been 2 other people that have beaten him on this occasion. Second of all, obviously, is Valentino Rossi. He's the only other guy that's beaten him. Unfortunately, though, he's won 7. He has won 7 championships. Only 5 of those were consecutive, so only 5 in a row that he has won, but he has won 7. So he's outdone him in that sense, but he hasn't beaten him in wins in a row. So he's still on top there of Valentino Rossi, but the only other guy that has beaten both of them with 7 consecutive championship wins, I hope I get this right, is Giacomo Agostini. I might have to do one up about him. He's got his own line of bikes, his own line of helmets. He's pretty much, you know, one of the original champions. You know, I remember my dad talking about him back in the day. You know, he was the gun. He was a bit like the Rossi or the doohan back in the day, kind of thing. Anyways, getting off it. Anyways, in 1992, he came over. He was racing in the 500s on the Honda. In 92, he had a crash at the Dutch TT, which you know, he nearly lost his leg during that race, so they were considering amputating it. Fortunately, it was due to hospital complications or medical complications, so on the operating theatre, obviously there was complications, and it was due to that, not so much more the accident, it was more the fact that it looks like the doctors may have muffed it a little bit. So anyways, nearly lost it. He had to have 8 weeks off, but he was 65 points up on the leaderboard. Anyway, so he came back after his 8 weeks of healing and lost the championship. He raced the last 2 races of the championship. Ended up losing by 4 points to Wayne Rainey. Now, that was his Wayne Rainey's 3rd consecutive win in a row, championships. So it was all good, because it wasn't all good. In 93, doohan returned again. Struggled throughout that whole season due to his leg not operating correctly. He wasn't able to put his foot down on the rear brake and everything like that as well, so it made it difficult. They then implicated a left-hand thumb brake for the rear brake for him, because obviously his leg had basically seized up and wasn't useless, but it wasn't doing the job it needed to do whilst riding the bike. So he had a thumb-controlled rear brake installed onto his bike, which then helped him out. Then in 1994, he won his first 500cc championship, and therefore, well, then after that, he won right up to 98, so there was his 5. He had 94, 95, 96, 97, and 98 he won. And he just didn't win by a little bit, he just dominated the pack. I remember seeing him race in his last race, or one of the last races I actually physically went to see, was at Eastern Creek Raceway in Sydney. I went and saw that, and it was the race where he was in the lead and he was racing against, I can't remember his teammate's name at the time, it was with Repsol Honda, and they were pretty much neck and neck the whole race. Anyway, came up to the chicanes, and his mate, you could tell it was a deliberate takeout, and his mate, because if doohan had won that race, he would have won the championship straight out, and there was like 3 or 4 races left to go. So his teammates done the dog thing and actually taken him out of the race, and he didn't win. So therefore he didn't win the championship that race, which kind of sucked. It was a bit of a disappointment, but you get that. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, sorry, got a bit of a fucking mind blank. 97 out of all those career wins, championship wins, 97 was his most successful. Getting a bit tongue-tied again. 97 was his most successful, obviously, in career-wise. He won 12 out of 15 races, which was awesome. And here's that cut the track. That's what happens. Don't cheat, guys. So yeah, and he won 12 out of 15 races, and he's currently still working alongside some of the good guys, or the great racers that are, you know, going around alongside, you know, good old mate Rossi. You got Casey Stoner, he's still talking with, working with, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So he's still in there, he's still mixing it up, and which is great. He also had an opportunity to go and race in the F1s as well. I think he raced at Catalunya racetrack and did a trial. Nothing ever came of it, I don't think, so... yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been episode 8. I hope you've enjoyed it. A little bit about Mick Doohan, one of my all-time favourite riders apart from Rossi. As you can see, Donington Raceway was quite a wet track. I cheated and I paid for it. I came in a very, very, very bad position. But doesn't matter. I learnt my lesson and I'm not going to cut tracks anymore. Or try not to anyways. Anyways, guys, look, I hope you enjoyed this. And look, I do go to a little bit of effort to try and find out more about these riders when I do these as well. So if you can do us a favour and just like the video, or don't even bother liking it, just share it around on Facebook or Twitter, I'd really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to doing some more of these. I like these, and I'll have to get one done for Giacomo Agostini, as he's probably one of the, you know, one of the all-time greats. Well, he is. He's the only one that's won 7 consecutive so far. So anyways, guys, thanks very much. Don't forget to leave me some feedback, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.